Hi guys, this is Roscoe. Welcome to a review of the Hot Toys Black Widow figure from the film The Avengers. Right, let's go take a look at the packaging. Here we have a same style box, previously seen with all the other Avengers releases. Standard size, so it's pretty compact. Slipcover design. Got the large Black Widow text on the top and bottom of the box with the grey inner box. So almost like a navy violet sort of blue colour throughout the front. Got that subtle sort of dotting throughout the box. A nice image of Black Widow played by Scarlett Johansson. You've got the Avengers heading. Got that mirror sort of chrome look to it. You've got the glossy A behind it. You got your Hot Toys logos, Movie Masterpiece and Hot Toys. So just like all the others, I really like these boxes. They're nothing fancy, but they've kept in the theme. They all match, which is good. They've got lots of little subtle differences, plain but sort of elegant, as I've been saying. Alright, got the same colour continued throughout the box. On the side, and you got the like a widow symbol there. On the back, once again, there's nothing really there. Down the bottom, you have your warnings. So once you slide this up or off, you got the grey inner box with all the cast and credits of who worked on the figure. And on the front, you'll have the clear window where you get to see the figure and all the contents. So overall, I really like the Avengers packaging, but nothing fancy. Alright, accessories. We get our instruction sheet, which we go with every Hot Toys figure. Now that one just tells you how to assemble the sort of wrist weaponry that Black Widow has, and how to move the actual joints to avoid tearing the suit. So just have a quick look at that before you go on and just decide to pose it in the extreme poses. Alright, we don't get much really. As you can see here, we've got 3 extra spare gloved hands. I've got the other 2 normal ones with her at the moment. You get the 2 weaponized gloves. They're lit up blue. And here are the sort of wrist gauntlet sort of parts, which are lit up blue as well. She has these on her, but they're all black, so these sort of represent that they're lit up and they're ready to work, where the ones on her are off. So I'm keeping her in the dark look, but it's good they're giving us that option. She does have them lit up in the film, but you don't really see her use them and what actually happens from memory, so still cool that we got them. We've got our wrist pegs, which are always good to have, because especially with this character being a female Hot Toys character, they are very, very thin. So it's very easy to break the female characters or the female true types. We get the grenade discs. They're extremely small, so you got to be careful you don't lose those. Now, I don't remember her really using them in the film. I think she might have used them once, but she definitely used them in Iron Man 2. And we got this sort of Shitauri rifle, I'd describe it as. Really long, nice detail. So that's good that we got that, seeing she doesn't use much or come with much. It's good to add that for an action scene, with an action pose, because she does have that in the film. I do prefer this over the Captain America Shitauri weapon, or the weapon that came with Captain America. I think that one was a little bit cheaply painted and was a bit chunky. I like the sort of style of this one. I think it's a lot nicer. Right, the remaining accessories I have with her. So here we have our traditional Hot Toys stand, which we've got on all the other Avengers characters, besides one of the very rare exclusive promo editions for the Avengers Mark 6, which were limited to 16 and they came with their light up base. But let's face it, not many of them I don't think ever left Asia, with only 16 of those released. So we get the base, and we get her 2 pistols. Got one of them right there, I've got it in the holster. They're very small as well, and one right there. Now these sort of have the articulator, you can sort of pull them back and they sort of automatically go back forward. They're spring loaded, so just be careful you don't push it that way, because you can break a little tiny tab in there and the spring will just force this top part right off and fling right off, and you'll never be able to have it together again like that. So if you're going to have a bit of a play with it, just sort of pull back, never push forward with it. That's a similar design with a few of the other spring-loaded weapons that Hot Toys have made. Right, here she is, guys. Magnificent looking figure. Don't know what happened, why it took so long to get to me. Seems like I've been waiting forever for this one. This came out before Thor, and I got Thor weeks ago. So apparently she's proved very popular and is sold out everywhere. So if you haven't got this yet, guys, I do recommend getting her. I'll just say that firstly, because the Avengers stuff is just going up and up. So I was quite shocked to see how quickly she's sold out and the price she's going for, seeing she doesn't come with very much, and she's quite petite or small compared to the male characters I have in the collection. But being so popular in the Avengers, or the Avengers being popular in general, I suppose it's just supply and demand. And we've got Hot Toys have got a bit more of a following, and they're all being snapped up by more customers, I suppose. So these days with certain figures, if you don't pre-order, you can miss out. Of course, eBay prices at the moment for early releases are just, I find them criminal. I used to get them early, but not lately. I think some of the sellers are out of their mind. The Mark 7 was just released yesterday in Hong Kong, and early sellers are wanting over $600 for it, for a brand new release. And that was one I was going to pick up early, because I haven't picked up an early one for quite a while, picking up some older figures. But I'm just looking at the price it came out at. I'll just wait. I pre-ordered it through a local store just in case that happened, so lucky I did. Of course, that's sold out everywhere as well. Here you can see the sort of weaponry around her wrist and the glove. So it's the same as what I've showed you in the accessories with the blue on it. So it just looks like it's turned off in this case. Alright, let's have a look at the head sculpt. I think the head sculpt's absolutely amazing. Definitely Scarlett Johansson. I'd say it's slightly, or ever so slightly slimmer than she's in the film. That's just in regards to the head sculpt. It still looks very nice. The eyes look absolutely awesome. The lips. And they've used rooted hair on this figure, which is quite good. So now with the Resident Evil Alice she had sculpted, and doesn't look as good as this. So it adds that extra bit of realism to the character. Now I thought I was going to have to play around with that for quite a while to get it how it is, but in the box it comes with a little plastic sleeve over the top. You just slide it off and the hair sort of moves out. It already comes pre-styled, so I didn't have to worry at all. Just left it as it is. Now I wouldn't play around with it too much because it has got some sort of substance in it. Almost feels like hairsprays in the hair to hold it in that style. And I've seen a few people with their customs or things on Facebook where people have actually tried to over tease or over style hair that's already got stuff in it, or hairspray, or stuff to keep it styled, and it just makes the hair worse. You can never get it back to how it originally was, and the figure ends up looking terrible. So if you're getting this, guys, maybe just play around just a little bit just to get how you want it, but don't overdo it, because it has got that stuff in there, and it's just going to fray and look a mess. Here we have a suit. I think the proportions and the sort of how the suit fits is excellent. It looks thinner on photos, but in person I think the outfit and her body looks perfect, exactly how it was in the film. The outfit seems to be made out of some sort of, it feels almost like vinyl. It's very soft. It feels rubbery, but it's like almost like a vinyl. Got the zipper on the front. Now I was going to buy the Iron Man 2 version, but I held off. And I'm glad I did, because this is just so much better in my opinion. Got all the belts. The Avengers outfits for all the characters have just been excellent. The tailoring, spot on. How everything contours to a body. The true type they've used. It's excellent. All the strapping around the legs, the pinstriping, the boots. They're all one solid piece, so you don't get any movement in the ankle. So you sort of have just to twist that back and forward like that. You can't get any up and down out of that. So you've got articulation in the knees. You've got good posability in the hips and the leg area, in the waist. Got the shoulders as well. You can't obviously overdo that because you risk putting too much pressure on this suit. You still get quite a range of movement. And the elbows have 2 points of articulation, so you can really get that nice natural angle of the arm. To bend it right back if I wanted to. I could bend it right back to here to get that realistic look. So it makes her holding the gun look really nice and natural. There's not much to her, guys. Doesn't take very long to set her up, I find. She's one of the easy ones. There's a lot of hot toys out there that can take, hours just to get it right, but this one pretty much straight out of the box, just quick pose and very easy. Didn't have any dramas at all. So if you're still on the fence about getting this, guys, I'd say pick it up very quick. Just with all Avengers stuff, it's going extremely quick. They're getting very pricey. Just like Hawkeye, he hasn't been out for that long and you'll struggle to find him under $400. And this thing's going north as well with price, and it's just sold out everywhere. It's an excellent looking figure. A must have to complete your Avengers line. And I'm very happy to have another female character in the collection, just to break it up a bit. Because a lot of the figures that are released are male. This will be my 4th female character. I also have the She-Predator Machiko, the Alice from Resident Evil, and the Penelope Cruz figure from Pirates of the Caribbean. Angelica. So, out of all of them, I think this one and the She-Predator Machiko are probably the best female characters I have. I find they're equally as good as each other. But yeah, she's excellent and I'm very happy to have her. Alright, there we have it, guys. I'll leave you with that. Next couple of reviews, I'm still waiting for Loki. Wolverine will be coming in the next few weeks, I suppose. The new version. Also, I was thinking about getting a second Joker to display. DX Joker. So I might show you that in a future review. But overall, guys, don't hesitate with this. If you really want to complete the Avengers line, I'd say do it now. It's going to be very hard to find. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Please feel free to leave comments. I'll get back to you whenever I can. Thanks for subscribing, if you choose to do so. And thanks to all my other subscribers that watch my videos and comment regularly. Alright, guys, thanks again. Bye for now.